Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Brian and this is the Funhouse. If it's your first time here, what we're going to do is do a response video from Glen Calloway from the basement. He did a CD tag and CD, oh, the hair is pretty bad today. The CD tag is of course like the vinyl tag, but it's CDs. I guess the holiday season, this is lying around the house. So the CD tag I guess would be like the CD version of the vinyl version of the tag. Music nerds showing off what we have. So he's got 15 questions, which I like, that nice and short and sweet. And thanks Glenn for doing this. And here's my response to it. Oh, be sure to like, subscribe, comment if you want, and all that. When did you get your first CD player? This is a good question because I think I was the last human alive, in the US at least, to get a CD player. It was probably 93. And the reason being is my friend Pete had a CD player, and I always thought that CDs were going to be the short, like I had grown up 8-track, vinyl, cassette, and I thought, man, CD is just going to be a small step to what's next. Of course, now we're in streaming and all that, but I thought there'd be some other kind of like physical chip or something. So I didn't think CDs would be worth it to buy because I just thought it was going to be a short time in music that CDs were going to be the thing. And then after a few years, I'm like, man, all my friends are talking about CDs. They got CD players in their cars. They got portable CDs. So I think around 93, I think I bought a portable CD player that would hook up to my huge Pioneer stereo system. And then soon after that, I bought like a CD rack that I could put my Pioneer stereo system. So probably like 93, maybe early 94, but probably 93. The second question is, what is the first CD you ever bought? I think it's either Ramones Loco Live, which I just sold the cardboard long box for on eBay because I have the CD and I have some of the old CD packaging displayed around the Funhouse here. But I think actually it was Alice in Chains Dirt. And it was bought in a long box form, and I've since either probably opened up and ruined that long box, but for some reason I held on to Ramones long box, but like I said, sold that one on eBay. So this is 1992 Alice in Chains Dirt. And it could have been one of the reasons why I actually bought a CD player, because I bought that I think before I actually had a player. Kind of crazy, but that's how I roll. What most recent CD I purchased just came in the mail the other day. I bought off of Steve Perry, of course Steve Perry, the former singer of Journey, his website. I got the season part 3, so he's put out the season 1, and then he put out season 2, added some more songs, and then just recently put out the season part 3 and added some more Christmas songs from the great voice of Steve Perry. And of course he signed it up there. It's kind of neat, so it's signed insert. So yeah, the Seasons Part 3 by Steve Perry is the most recent CD I bought. Approximately how many CDs do you have in your collection? I think about 1,400. I'm always purchasing more. Recently I've been buying more CDs than LPs just because of price point and also for storage reasons, a little easier. Jewel cases or digipacks? Of course this would be jewel cases. Would be a digipack. For storage reasons this, but yeah, overall wear and tear, and I listen to a ton of CDs in the car. At home, not so much, but in the car, a lot. I have a 2016 Honda, and it's the last year they put CD players in cars for Honda, but yeah, it's easier just to flip this open, get my CD, throw it in there, and so yeah, and then wear and tear, you know, although when I get them in the mail, sometimes they're always cracked, and people have to be careful when shipping CDs to other people, please. Your best CD purchase of 2024, the Naked Raygun set. Now if you're not familiar, Naked Raygun is a legendary punk band from Chicago throughout the 80s, early 90s, and then most recently they put out an album just a few years ago, which is a great album. But this is their 5 albums that they had, you would say, in their heyday. And it all came out on CD. I have all these on vinyl. I've seen the band live. I purchased their albums out, but I had no idea they were going to release them kind of on a CD pack. And when I was in the store early 2024, I saw this, and I just thought, man, for my car, boom, have it. I can listen to them. So yeah, Naked Raygun. And if you like punk rock, just straight ahead punk rock, not hardcore. It's not pop punk. It's just good old punk rock. Naked Raygun. Great band. Love them. Show a live album on CD. I have a few. I'm showing this one. This is Kiss Alive 2. I'm showing this one because this is what I first got when I was a kid on 8-track. And just in 2024, I finally purchased it on CD. So I had it on 8-track, and of course you can argue how much was actually recorded live and how much was then recorded in the studio and put onto this. There I am, there I'm not. There I am, there I'm not. But yeah, so Kiss Alive 2, that would be a live one. The best sounding CD in my collection. I'm going to go with Rush 2112, the deluxe version. I probably can't read that, but 2112, and I think this has like a thing you could put on your TV and it'll play it. But the sound quality, to me, compared to like original CDs, and then when this thing came out, the deluxe, it was just so much cooler. So yeah, and I mean 2112 was a great sounding album. I think it says 2012 on here. Man, this thing's already 12 plus years old. That's crazy. Time flies. Time flies when you're on YouTube. All right, your favorite CD cover or insert. There's so much artwork. You know, Journey's had some cool artwork. Styx has had some cool artwork. All those classic rock bands, when people were actually drawing album covers, are great. So many iconic album. It's really hard for me to pick. But for CD, because it's signed, because it's kind of a black and white picture, and because it's Terry Nunn from Berlin, who's absolutely beautiful, I'm going to go with my signed copy of Animal from the group Berlin, signed by Miss Terry Nunn. And I like it. It's a simple shot, black and white, pretty woman laying in the bedroom. I mean, what else do you want? What else do you want? I guess unless you don't like pretty women laying in bedrooms, then you want something else. Show a CD box set. I'm going to go, I don't have a lot of these because they take up so much space. I do have Pink Floyd, do you have, I think a Tom Petty one, do you have The Police, but I don't know. Anyway, Cheap Trick, Sex American. This is probably the first box set I actually bought too. But Cheap Trick, Sex American's got a lot of their great songs. Cheap Trick's one of my favorite, probably my top two. Cheap Trick, Rush. Sometimes I say Rush, Cheap Trick. Sometimes I say Cheap Trick, Rush. I'm crazy like that. Sex America, Cheap Trick, great. It's got 4 CDs. Oh, it's got 3 CDs. It's got 4 CDs of all their great songs and some like outtakes and stuff like that. So it's good stuff. Oh, I didn't properly put it. And the cool thing about these is they always have, you know, like this one here. Of course, with Cheap Trick, you got a 4-man band, so every CD is a head of someone that was in the band, their heyday lineup, you might say. And inside it's a booklet explaining all the stuff. So yeah, and just the red, white, and blue. It's a great set. Show a CD from your favorite band. Well, like I said, it's either Rush or Cheap Trick, so we'll go with Rush. This is the Radio Broadcast Archives. It's kind of a cool CD. Not everyone has it, that's why I picked that, I guess. What artist or band do you have the most CDs? It's Rush. I have 35 CDs. And of course, this is a 4 CD set. I'm only counting this as one. So I have 35 CD things of Rush. That's the band I have the most CDs. And I have all their stuff on vinyl, but I'm just, certain groups I'll collect vinyl and CD, and actually cassette too for Rush. Do you collect CD and vinyl? Yes. If I shift this camera that way, you'll see 2,400 albums. So lots of vinyl. Primarily, there's vinyl, see? It's everywhere. It's all surrounding me. Lots of vinyl, but I love CDs as well. So yeah, I collect CD and vinyl. Have you ever sold your vinyl collection and stuck with the CD format? Not the collection, but for certainly, if there's a vinyl record that I'm scrolling through and I find, oh, people are paying like 80 or 100 for this, and it's a vinyl album that I really don't love, I just like it, or I think it's all right. Yes, I will sell that and then get the CD if I don't already have it, and just if I need to hear those sounds, play the CD and get rid of the album. Because if you're going to sell vinyl, now is that time, because people are paying crazy prices. Show a CD you would like your viewer to listen to. A cheap plug would be my own band came out with our debut CD, Space A0, Strange New World. You can stream it, or you can buy the CD on certain distributors. But hey, I'm not about cheap, selfless promotion. Yeah, I am. I just did it. But anyway, this is a CD. I love this artist, and I don't know how many conversations I've had with fans who love folk rock or hard rock or everything in between. I'm like, have you ever heard of Mark Curry? And people are always like, no. Mark Curry, if you look him up, unfortunately there's a comedian that's named Mark Curry, so he usually comes in searches. But Mark Curry was an artist still around He plays in groups every once in a while, but in 1992, for I believe 2 albums, he got signed to Virgin, and they pushed him a little bit, and this is his first one on Virgin. Mark Curry, It's Only Time, in the lyrics, and it's a full group on some songs, just him and acoustic on others. I think it's one of my favorite albums of all time, and I can't tell you how many people are like, who the hell is Mark Curry? So if you get a chance, he's got a few videos that, you know, played on MTV like once or something, but Mark Curry, It's Only Time. If you want to look it up, I'm sure somebody has the full album on YouTube. Listen to it. Let me know. Am I crazy? Does this guy suck and I'm just the only one that, or is this an artist that should have been really, really big that people just skipped out on? So yeah, that's it. Mark Curry, It's Only Time. Well, hey, I had a good time with this CD tag. I'll be looking forward to doing it every year. And if you watch Brian's Funhouse, you'll see me show off CDs just as much as vinyl, also vintage toys and all that crap. But anyway, have a great, safe holidays, and thanks for watching.